All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of the War Report. We actually have two War Reports in a row, no gaps in between. It is great to be back in Conqueror's Blade without interruption. Let's hopefully keep this rolling, guys. Really appreciate having territory wars every week, twice a week, not once a week, but twice a week. It's good. This has been battle number 7. It is week 6 in the campaign. Yeah, think about that for a minute. Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. I'm your host, Foglata of the Koshki tribe, and we are the Cloudwing Valley. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these events that are going to be coming up real quick next Tuesday. Yep, like literally 7 days from now, you're going to be able to siege the capitals of Annaling and Angolia, and we'll most likely see Yellow Turbans and the Midway King / War Ready fighting over those two thrones. So it should be interesting. Wondering if the cohorts are going to be able to do that repeat that they had a few seasons back, where they took and held Angolia. They let nobody get in there, and then they got gypped. They didn't get their trophies or anything. They got like doggy bags and said, sorry, you guys weren't there, even though they were fighting the whole time. So hopefully this time they get it. Otherwise, I swear we burn the place down. Let's go. And then, a couple Tuesdays after, November 23rd, we have Imperial Dawn kicking off. That's where the big fight down in Conquer City is going to take place. We're going to see who's up for that. There are 4 gates up for play. Whoever gets one of them gates gets to fight for Conquer City. Now, not only do you got to fight Conquer City, but you also have to hold the gate. You also have to hold your fief in the borderlands. If you lose those things, you can't enter the fight again. So you can't reinforce. So it is a very big multi-tiered fight that you got to have your heads up. You know, can't go to sleep on it. In any case, we're going to watch what happens with all that. But first, let's jump over to some alliance changes. There were a few changes, one of which was my doing, I guess. So Gashgadub is now back in Hibernia as of 2 days from now. Midway Kings is part of War Ready. Yeah, you might wonder, wait, weren't they already part of War Ready? Yeah, so there was a mishap. Lowercase s somehow got passed to somebody that hadn't been playing the game. And they had to recreate Midway Kings with the big S. So now they got the big S clan. So they're back in War Ready. The other one's out. They took over all their land. Omen has left the building. They are now independent. So watch out for Omen out there. They definitely made a strike tonight. Doing some good things out there. Warborn joined Primordial. We got a little nervous when Warborn showed up in the area. And we're like, oh, are they going to kill us? But no, they're actually just joining the party down there. Joining Primordial, having a good old time, it looked like. So we're going to see how that all goes out. So first up, we're going to take a look at Longting. Now, the question that happened before we kicked this thing off was, is Longting relevant to the campaign? No, it is not. It is relevant in the sheer point that if you want to fight for CC, you've got to have a lot of influence. Now, that could be anywhere in the world, influence. So if you had Longting, that influence would count as long as you owned 1 fief in the Borderlands. Now, if First Order doesn't take a fief in the Borderlands, they're not going to be able to play for CC. But guess what? We'll get to that in a few minutes. But this is pretty much where Longting started the night. And here's where it ended the night. So you can see that the First Order crew has been pushing out there quite extensively. They're taking over the remaining few plots of land that are owned by the cohorts. Leviathan is also out there with the Trinity Alliance taking over stuff. So that's all in play. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those battles that took place. There we go. So the First Order took over 1 new fief. First Order took over 2 new fiefs. Cohorts took over 2, and Nemesis took over 1. Taking a look at the houses over in Longting. We have 6 houses. Well, 5 houses and a cohort. So, up top, First Order has 2,800 prestige. Leviathan, 1,000 prestige. Longting, 750 prestige. First Order Elite, 450 prestige. Nemesis, 350 prestige. And the First Order, 300 prestige. Now, one thing I did do this week is I did drop my requirements to do the fief quest down to tier 2 because there aren't a whole lot of tier 3 fief quests out there. So I did go and index some towns I normally don't index just because I'm looking for something for you guys to do. So Before we get to that, let's go ahead and take a look at the Longting regional prosperity. We had 89% owned by free houses, 11% owned by legions, starting prestige of 5,900, current prestige 4,900. That's a negative 1,000 prosperity rating. Fort levels average are 1, town level 1, village level 1. We do have Leviathan and Nemesis tied with a 50 renown. That's over where it began. Warland has been upgraded to level 2. We have several rank 2 villages, which all of the villages here were ranked 1 to begin with. So well done on those leveling of the villages. Let's go ahead and jump over to the fief quests. Alright, so right here we have some fief quests. We have tier 2 fief quests, cedar, cooperite, hematite, fine cotton, all of which are really good. The food one, really good. A lot of those available. Warlin, Feng Yu, Dongwu, and yeah. So go turn those in. That's about the best honor you're going to get. So there you go. Let's go ahead and hop on over to Australia. Go the flip side over in the far west. Alright, there we go. So Australia, this is where we began. As you can see, it's a whole lot of blue. Those cohorts are no joke, let me tell you. Taking a look at where it's gone, a few more things turn blue tonight. That is interesting. It's very interesting that things are going blue, not the other way around. So taking a look at the changes in Australia, we saw cohorts flip 3 fiefs. Nothing else was flipped. So looking over at the houses of Australia, Valiance has been wiped completely out of Australia. You pretty much have Macedon, Radiance, and the cohorts here. So 14,100 is the Australian Legion. Macedon has 1,950. Radiance has 1,450. Now for them to siege the capital, they need 3,000. So they are just over the cusp of being able to siege the capital. Any lower, and they're not even going to be able to enter the capital there. So that is very curious as to how the cohorts are pushing and whether or not YT is going to be able to push harder come Saturday into Tuesday so that they can declare on the big capital. I suspect that won't be a problem. Most of their attention was distributed towards the borderlands tonight. So I suspect once they make the push to Algolia, it'll be a little more heavy. So we'll see how this goes. Taking a look at the prosperity for Australia, it is cruising right along. Things are getting upgraded like crazy over there. Can't believe it, but Macedon has a 900 renown. That is huge. Radiance, 550 renown. So that's them improving fiefs over where they began. So well done, guys. You have been really working it over there. Pretty much the average fort level is 4, average town level is 4, average village level is still 1, but it's 1,450 over where it began. So 21% to free houses. Legions own 79% of the region. A lot of land up for grabs over there, but you have got to be beast mode if you think you're going to take it from the cohorts. In any case, the fief quests. Prosperity brings lots of fief quests. These are all tier 3s and 4s. Magnetite, super easy. Hematite, super easy. The granite can be easy occasionally. Not that well because it does take a lot of weight in your wagon. So you usually only do 1 or 2 deliveries of those. Cow hides is super easy. Goat hides super easy. Roundtooth super easy. Barbs super easy. All of those things you probably readily have available. Definitely drop off those. So this is a fairly good week for you over in Australia if you're doing fief quests. There's lots of options for you. Get yourself some honor, unlock some new units. It's a good week. Next up, we're going to go to Maoyang. And here's where we were last week in Maoyang. It's a whole lot of war ready purple. And my cat says hi. And here we are tonight. You'll notice that all the gaps got filled in. Pretty much all purple and blue. Taking a look at the battles for the night. Pretty much the only battles that happened were Midway Kings flipping the old Midway Kings fiefs to the new Midway Kings fiefs. That's it. So we'll go ahead and skip that one and just go to these slides because my system can't understand Midway Kings spelled the same, but one capital, not capital. So blame the coder. Mao Yang, 5,800. Midway Kings, 4,100. Hurt, 2,700. Midway Kings, 1,400. Looking for that war for Annaling. Midway Kings has the ability to knock very easily. They are 8,200. They only needed 3,000. So unless something really tragic happens, they're going to be knocking on that door. So I suspect we will see them in that capital city by the end of the season. Taking a look at the regional prosperity, we have a 43%. Some things got downgraded over here. Part of the problem with this region is most of the fiefs here require like your house level 9 or 8 to be able to capture. I have no idea why this was thought to be a thing. You know, usually we don't see people hit rank 9 until about the last week of the season. It's very rare that you see someone at rank 9 before the end of the season. So that's very strange at why they chose to make half of the, the entire left half of the map is all like rank 8 or 9 required. So we do have the Mumbai at rank 3. That is, and Hexy is also rank 3. So those have been upgraded quite a bit. Midway Kings actually has a 50 renown. They have 2 villages as well that are raised up to level 2. So overall, things are improving over there. For those of you that like fief quests, we have 5. Sorry guys, I wish I had better news, but this was the best I could find out here. We have Ash Timber, which is fairly easy, Cooperite, very easy, Cowhides, very easy, and Hematite, which are very easy. All of those go to Mumbai, and that's pretty much the best quest I found. All the other ones were just garbage, in my opinion. But in any case, next up we go to the Borderlands. So, Northern Borderlands. This is known as Yellow Turbans territory. It is pretty much all Yellow Turbans come last week, or last Saturday. But tonight, some things happened. Yep, some things happened. We saw Primordial erupt over here. Omen decided to take a poke up here. Cohorts even showed up and got a fief. And then the Order came over here, all the way from Longting to poke. So that was interesting. Did not expect to see that tonight. Definitely an interesting one. Looking at the battles, we saw some major players. So Omen got 1 on the Northern Borderlands area. The First Order got 8 new fiefs. Relentless got 2. Radiance got 2. And the Cohorts got 1. Taking a look down in the south, this was a bit dicey at times. Even we got kind of accidentally attacking people, and yeah, murder happened, and yeah, it was weird. But yeah, so down there in the south, this is what it looked like on Saturday, and here's what it looked like today. Boom. So taking a look at the battles of the night, there's quite a bit of action going down there. Radiance managed to score 2 new fiefs. Warborn got 2 new fiefs. Leviathan got 2 new fiefs. Macedon got a fief. Valiant's got a fief. Cohorts got another fief. And Omen got 3 new fiefs. So yeah, we saw a lot of players from other areas come over here and start playing in the Borderlands. Taking a look at the houses of the Borderlands, we have expanded. Look at that. So Radiance firmly sits up top, 5,070. Macedon second, 4,875. Valiant's third, 3,770. Goshkia fourth, 1,690. First Order, 1,560. Omen, 975. Warborn, 780. Odin, 780. Murder, 390. Relentless, 390. The Cohorts, 390. And Leviathan, 390. Taking a look at the prosperity. Things are improving down here in the Borderlands. It is really good that there was nowhere further to go other than up. Everything started at level 1 over here. So you can't really get a negative score in the Borderlands. The only one that I think you could lose a rank on is the capital city. Everything else was level 1 to begin with, so there's no down when it's only up from there. So Yeah, Macedon has 15 fiefs with 780 renown. Goshkia has 4 fiefs, 715 renown. Valiant's 14 fiefs, 260 renown. Karlik and Carlsbad and Shaken are all rank 3 for towns and walls. Over on the village side, we have Verula and Isn't, which are both rank 3. So, that brings us to our top builders. Unfortunately, I got no raffle for you guys. It really kills me inside that I don't have goodies to give away to you. So, treat yourself to some extra Halloween candy. Go out there, grab one of those 75% off bags, and pretend it's from Fog. I love you all. So, top builders, Macedon still on top with 1,680 renown. That's a huge growth over there. I have to say, I have a feeling that some of those eye guys might have something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe. I hope I trained you guys well. Over in Goshkia, we had 715 renown. Radiance, 550 renown. Valiance, 260 renown. Leviathan, 50 renown. Midway Kings, 50 renown. And Nemesis, 50 renown. Top fort in the world is Carlsbad and Mumbai, tied at rank 3. Top producing towns, Hugelstadt, Drywalder, and Das Bulwark, tied at rank 4. Top growing villages, we have Rula, Hain, Isn't, Mainstad, Westweg, Fallenberg, just off the top of my head. All of those are rank 3. So yeah, a lot of good places raising up those levels. It is definitely a season where people are putting some efforts into those fief quests, which is good. Helps all those new players get that honor. So, looking at the movers and shakers this week, yay, we're not on the loser board. First Order gained 10, Omen gained 4, Nemesis gained 1, Relentless gained 1, First Order, gained 1, and Warborn gained 1. The biggest losses of the night, Radiance lost 9, Valiance lost 9, Murder lost 4, and Leviathan lost 1. Hopping on over to that house standings. There we go. Man, can't believe Macedon's on top. Look at that. They pulled ahead right above Radiance. So Macedon is currently sitting on top with 6,825. Radiance, second place, 6,520. First Order, third place, 4,360, followed by Midway Kings, then Valiance, then Hurt, then Goshkia, then Midway Kings with the big S, Leviathan, and Omen. The rest, over there on the right side, still hanging in there. Now jumping over to the movers and shakers on the Alliance board, we had one real winner tonight, and that was the Order. They pulled in 11 new fiefs. On the biggest losses side, we have Yellow Turbans losing 18 and Primordial losing 2. It was really kind of a week where everything kind of balanced out. Some players went big, some players didn't. Overall, things pretty much went as expected this late in the season. Over on the top Alliance board, we have Yellow Turbans on top, 17,115. War Ready is creeping up that ladder just a little bit there. They still got a long way to go to catch up with that 54 fiefs. 54 fiefs is a long way away from 36. But 8,200 is still respectable. They could make a play for a CC if given the opportunity. The Order still has a little ways to go before they can really poke their head in that door. 5,110, but they do have a fief in the Borderlands. So if they can continue to hold their fief in the Borderlands and grow their territory, the Order could potentially make a play at CC. Hibernia, total non-existent chance to ever see the CC, but we'll look at it from afar and shoot off some fireworks so we can say hi. 2,470. Trinity, over there in the far east, Longting area, 1,740. Still playing with the cohorts in first the Order. Should be interesting to see how they end up this season. Primordial, 1,560. Still going fist to the wall against Yellow Turbans. They are fighting hard. Every fight I see between Yellow Turbans and them looks like a really good fight. So keep it up, guys. You guys are having some great content, no doubt. This pretty much wraps up everything, guys. I really covered as much as I could today. I'm going to really try to get you guys some prizes for next week. It really breaks my heart that I don't have anything to give you, but I'm going to have to find something, even if I got to send you some candy corn. Yeah, nobody wants that. Alright, guys. Y'all have a safe one. Go out there, have some fun, and we'll see you Saturday with the next war report.